Squawk, squawk, fellow sorrowers. This is going to be another entry into the series that I've just recently started called Decomposing the Demiurge. The first entry was the puzzle piece that I never saw, which was exposing the Demiurge through the movie portrayal of Jigsaw, John Kramer. This one is going to be exposing the Demiurge through the character of Pennywise, or is it John Gray? I believe so. In the book. Sorry, I'm going to try and use the film in the book here. So to start with, it's important to know that not only is Stephen King so so buried in the Saturnian agenda, it's hideous to comprehend. I have all his books. They were left to me by my father when he died. I was 5 at the time, and I believe he did that because he saw what I see now. Okay? In turn to this, and it's okay if you don't agree with this, I've mentioned before, before my father died, he showed me some of the most horrific, terrific films imaginable, and the first film of it, the TV series, the part 1 and 2 of it, he showed me that, and I was only 5, maybe I'm about 4 years old, and as soon as Pennywise went to bite Georgie in the sewer, I ran out of the room screaming and crying. Now, before this, I'd seen, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'd seen Halloween, I'd seen these films, and I was desensitized by them. As I said, you don't have to agree with this, because I wouldn't show my children these films, but I know why he showed me. It was to toughen me up, to show me that monsters do exist, okay? And I love him for it, you know? But, yeah, Pennywise, it always stuck with me somehow, and I'm not just speaking through the fear of film. In fact, more to the point, I'm speaking through the sensibility and sensitivity that you feel towards a character from a film, and you know that there's realism to it. You know that there's truth to it. Pennywise is one of them. So this is It Chapter 2, the second rebooted film, not the first. The first's fine, but the second, and I'm not ashamed to say, is one of my favourite films that have ever been made. Okay? Mainly down to this scene. There's others that I can show you from both films and the past one, but this scene I believe to be of the utmost importance, at least to me, and again, hopefully to you. As you know by now, I only go for the shiniest. I'm a magpie. It's what I do. No, seriously though, I've seen a few breakdowns of Pennywise, but they seem to not be covering certain elements that I feel I have to cover now. So, to start off, before I play this clip, and it will be short, and I know I'm speaking a lot, but hopefully this will set it up nicely for you, as I did with the Jigsaw entry of Decomposing the Demiurge. This one's a bit more obvious. But yeah, Stephen King. So, yeah, an absolute Saturnian agent, if I've ever read one. He states himself he does not know where this idea come from, the concept come from, of Pennywise, okay? He uses the excuse that when he was a child, he was on a plane with his parents, and there was a Ronald McDonald's actor dressed up off to like a McDonald's children's party or something stupid. But if you watch him in his interviews when he's asked about where he come up with the idea of Pennywise, it's not that he has no clue. He makes you believe that he has no clue. But he says, well, it's just one of them things that just comes to mind. No. It entered his mind. Okay? Pennywise, even more than the Jigsaw one, and I will be covering the Demiurge and decomposing him, her, it, yeah, in other films, more than any of the others to come, and certainly more than the Jigsaw one, Pennywise is the Demiurge. Okay, let's break a few things down quick. So, it is IT, right? So, I in the alphabet to numerology would be 9. T would be 20. Okay, so you drop the 0, you got 2. You split the 2, what you got? 11. 9/11. That's not to say... as soon as someone says 9/11, you think of the 2 buildings, yeah? That's just one of many rituals. 9/11 is Roman numerals, Roman, Saturnian, that's right. Roman numerals for the seal of Saturn. So his name is literally Saturn, okay? Simple as. Pennywise. So penny is a fortune, okay? Penny would be... penny would be the cost, the price of something, right? Wise is wisdom, knowledge. So the price of knowledge. Yeah? Should we go deeper? It's no problem for me. No problem for me, baby. Let's go deeper. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'll just put this out there as well. The second film was actually released on the 9th of the 11th month. Yeah. Oh, just an accident, obviously. But this is child's play. These are easy pickings. This is apple bobbing. Let's go even deeper, shall we? Okay, so Pennywise is an eldritch ancient entity. Okay? It comes from the Macroverse. It was put in place, in existence, in matrimony to Maturin. Oh, sorry, Maturin? Maturin. I believe that's its name. So, basically, the story goes the way Stephen King wrote it. I wouldn't be a writer, would I? But I did want to be a director, which is how I see these things. Okay? There was a being called the Other. The Other would be the true creator. I'll just state really quickly on that in this moment. Pamela, to you. You said that you've heard others state that the Demiurge is good and bad, that it's the creator as well as the destroyer. Now, I'm not putting down whoever it is that you've heard that from, but I will say this. Either one, they don't know yet, and that's fine. You didn't know at one point, I didn't know at one point. No one knows until they know, right? That's fine, especially until they feel, even if they felt before they knew. And others, they will tell you this because they know, but they're telling you it because they know, because they don't want you to know. The Demiurge is not the creator, okay? Never has, nor will be. But the reason they might be saying that is because the Demiurge has pretended to be the creator since the dawn of time. It invented time. It invented time, okay? The Demiurge, this is the thing. People conceive Satan, yeah, to be... Oh, sorry. People conceive Satan to be the complete and utter, entire opposite of the creator. But that's what we've been told. That's not it. It mimics it the same way that it mimics. It's a mimic, okay? It mimics the creator. You have to remember and never forget... Satan, before he was Satan, was Lucifer, which was the first of the creator's creations. I know semantics, like Lucifer's Christian and pagan. Just bear with me here, okay? He was the first of the creator's creations. He was his first lieutenant, his right hand, before he become the left, right? So he saw how the creator created, and he mimicked it. He learnt from the best. He was the first to do so. So he pretends to be the creator. The Demiurge is no good. No good. All bad. Okay? No let up. Yahweh, Jehovah, El, it's all the Demiurge. Okay? So I'm sorry if this is boring anyone. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to lay down the foundation first, because this scene's very important. And I'll just admit to you, every time I watch this scene, it brings tears to my eyes, and it takes a lot to do that. I'm very desensitized. As I said, I watched so many horror films when I was a child. My father showed me. For that reason, it sounds bad, doesn't it? The word desensitized doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. It can toughen your skin. So on the subject of skin, let's fill people in a little bit that aren't aware. Pennywise is a shapeshifter. Okay, he takes the molecules. They won't tell you this in the films, but there is a science to it. To shapeshifting. All it is a rearrangement of DNA. Okay, or light fixtures. Very easy to do. Very easy. Okay. There was another subscriber of mine, going by the name of Katie Cat, asked me to do an expose of Pennywise in regards to adrenochrome. Okay, so Pennywise does hunt children, of course, and he does eat these children. He feasts upon them, but before he does, he terrifies them, he horrifies them, he petrifies them, because it savours the meat. That is in the book. It savours the meat. So that, of course, is a direct portrayal of adrenochrome. Okay? However, it goes even deeper and darker and more depthful and dense than that, as I always tell and show all of you, brothers and sisters. So, Pennywise hibernates for 27 years. 27 is also 72 in reverse. 72 is the lesser demons of Solomon. Okay? They're all Archons. You see? One of the first tragedies in the book was the ironworks explosion. It took 88 lives. 88. You know, right? Okay, Pennywise is actually female. I'm just going to throw a few things out here because I love this character for the obvious. Pennywise is female. Not a lot of people realise this. In the book, it lays eggs. Okay? The feminine, the negative feminine, the divine feminine. It's not actually divine feminine, but it pretends to be. Okay? Lilith, Cully, Eve, Medusa, Tinkerbell, Rapunzel, same shit. Different toilet. Pennywise resides in the sewer. The sewer is what? The subterranean. Hell, right? Hell's actually above rather than beneath. They invert everything. But nonetheless, that's why Stephen King put him in a surrounding that would be underground. Okay? He feeds off loosh, doesn't he? Loosh energy. And he uses children to do it because they have the most vivid imagination. And that's what this scene is all about. So, without further ado, and thank you for putting up with my verbal breakdown before the visual breakdown, but hopefully it'll be worth it to back up this scene. Okay? There's other scenes I'll say, as I said, that I can show you that will break down the Pennywise to be the Demiurge, but not as much as this, in my opinion. So, Sora's going to take it away.
There's more than one way to make someone small.
I can't believe that he is.
I'll just repeat in case you don't hear it. One character says, there's more than one way to make Pennywise feel small. Right?
What? Make it believe that he is.
And they say, well, make him believe that he is. A lot of critics put this ending down. It's perfect. I'm telling you, it's perfect. They put it down. Oh, it's their belief. They talked him into thinking that he's not powerful. No, no, no. That's exactly the point. It's our subconscious. It's us. We create. They do not have that power. They do not have that ability to do so. We do. They utilize us. This realm, this prison planet that we live in, we've made it, but we made it indiscriminately and indirectly. They used us to do it because Archons can't, especially the Demiurge. So this is perfect. They defeat him with their imagination because they truly believe in what they are saying and telling. Show and tell show. And if we all did that, I'm telling you, we wouldn't be in this cube for much longer.
Oh, me, small. I am the eater of worlds.
I am the eater of worlds. Is that not a direct quote that you could see the Demiurge saying? The eater of worlds.
Not to us, you're not.
Yes, obvious, but I'll mention it for anyone that isn't with it to the level that we are as of yet, and that's fine. At one point I wasn't, and people taught me. Hopefully you weren't, and not hopefully you weren't. Hopefully you are, but I'm sure at one point you wasn't, and hopefully I taught you. Yes, I'll mention the obvious. Pennywise is a clown. The Demiurge. See, I didn't learn that myself. Armageddon Consciousness taught me that. Neil taught me that. The Demiurge is always most specifically and deliberately and particularly portrayed as a clown. Okay? Yes, red, white and black. Once again for the cycle, the same as Jigsaw. Yeah? Red, sacrifice. Black, death. White, rebirth.
You're just a clown.
You're a weak old woman.
Beth, the character Beth there, she says, "You're a weak old woman. What do I always tell you, brothers and sisters? Lucifer was a feminine force. You're a weak old woman." Right?
A headless boy.
Headless boy. These are all personas that Pennywise takes on within the first and the second part of this film, and the old ones. But nonetheless, it's all there. The headless boy is Satan. He's a child. He was a child of the Creator, the same as us. Remember that. Never forget it. It's a childlike being. Yeah? If you watch these films, you will see that especially the two new ones, Pennywise has this childlike persona. He wants to play. He wants to play with with us. Play with us like we're toys. Does that not fit in so perfectly? And I'll add something else here. Pennywise wants to die. So does the Demiurge. It wants to die, as you'll see at the end of this clip. Imposter.
You're a mimic.
What did I say before? It's a mimic. It mimics the Creator. It mimics.
A mimic.
You're a fucking bully!
You're just a fucking clown. I'm not a fucking clown.
You call it a bully. It is a bully. It is the ultimate bully. It's psychopathy incarnated. It is a bully. It is a vampiric consciousness. It has no internal core. That's why it feeds on others. I'm not just talking about it. I'm talking about the Demiurge. That is what it does. That's how it is living and will sustain life and stay alive until we starve it of it. You see how it's arthropod in nature? Cephalopod in nature? You see that, right? Spider-like, octopus-like. Yeah, like I've always taught. Tell you what, really quick. We'll put the subs on. Oh. Can I put the subs on? Sorry guys, 1 second. Thought it might help. There we go. Okay.
Fucking bully!
Mimic!
Every time she says that, it brings tears to my eyes. You're a fucking bully. Because it is. It's bullied all of us for so long. It's bullied us for so long. And we've let it. Because we haven't known any better. It's not our fault. But now's the time. Now's the fucking time.
You're a fucking bully!
You got the fucking clown! I got fucking a motherfucking stupid mummy!
See, it's our consciousness that creates this reality. You know? It's us. We believe that evil is empowered and we're not. We believe that we're less. We're so much more. And if we fucking knew this as a race, if we all knew this, it would stop. Like that. They're telling you. You can say, oh, it's just a film, it's just a film. How many films do this? They're telling you. They are showing you. This is it. This is all we need to do. This is all it is. It rips the left arm off, the left-hand path, rips the left arm off. Didn't have to be, but they did, didn't they? Clown. Yeah, it's just a clown. Just a fool, just a jester, just a joke.
Clown. You're scared beating heart.
Sorry, them subs are awful. Completely wrong, but yeah. Hopefully you can hear it. Now, many people see this as like Pennywise is stopping Mike from reaching in and grabbing its heart. I believe Pennywise is pulling his hand in. It doesn't want to live anymore. It wants us to defeat it. It wants a challenge. It wants a competitor. It wants a rival. That's why it always tries to get us to act and react. And how ironic is it, brothers and sisters, that the way to kill Pennywise in the end is to take its heart, the way it's taken our hearts, the way it's attacked our emotions, the way it's battled our feelings, and the way it's waged war upon our spirituality. They crush its heart the way it's crushed ours. They're telling you everything you need to know. Everything. As per usual. But no one sees it.
Look at you. Grown up.
It says, look at you, you're all grown up. Because it sees us as children. Little children running about in the Garden of Eden still. It's trying to teach us. In that sense, you might be able to say it's good. Its intentions never were, never will be. See the 3 lights? The false lights? 3, Saturn. You see it, right? The carbon 12. That's what that is. It wants to die, brothers and sisters, but it can't kill itself. It has no internal core, so it feeds off ours. If you want it to stop feeding off of us, we've got to stop feeding off of it. So, let's give it what it wants. Let's kill it. Let's let it die so that we can live, finally, on the other side of the cube.